If you saw my video where I talked about the pros and cons of the rooftop tent, you might remember me mentioning that there was this weird gap that let in hundreds of mosquitoes when we were camping one time. So today, my goal is to fix that so it doesn't happen again. So I gathered up my supplies, which is literally just E6000 and some mosquito netting, and I'm literally going to just try and glue it to the side of the tent. And I had no idea if this was going to work or not because it sits right on the hinge of the tent. So I cleaned the area and then put the E6000 right on the fabric of the tent and then stuck the netting to that and held it in place until it dried, or at least I tried to. This stuff is so sticky and it got everywhere. But once I was kind of happy with it, I cut off all the extra fabric and I tried to make sure I left enough fabric so that when we close the hinge, it won't rip it off. And that honestly seemed to work pretty well. The E6000 dried really nice and felt like it had a firm hold. And I feel like this will create a really nice barrier, especially with this little extra flap that folds down. So I went ahead and repeated the entire thing on the other side. And then I came to test if it would rip off when we opened and closed the tent. So after opening and closing it a few times, I went in and to my surprise, it seemed to have held really well. Was there probably a better way to do this? I'm sure there was. But we'll be testing it out on our first road trip of the year in a few weeks, so make sure to stay tuned for that.